to Tony. Tony, please come up. Tony is receiving the American Association of Teachers of Italian Teachers Association chapter presents the Dr. Paul J. Patene Italian Arts Award to Tony Nonno Award, winning filmmaker for his invaluable contributions to the arts in New York City. Congratulations. Mario and Paul's first cousins are here to join us.
Tony, I'm in awe of his talent, and as a matter of fact, Tony came and filmed, I think it was the 3rd year of Christmas in Italy, and we still haven't watched that together, so maybe we can do something.
Del Destino, Forza del Destino, the force of destiny. I am here. Let me say this to you, that it's an inspiration. First of all, before I even say that, I want to say magnifici, straordinari. You were incredible. You students are incredible. And I wanted to say a couple of things about that. Own your power. Take this moment and savor it. And the other thing I want to say before anything, realize that it's a world of completion, not perfection. No one's perfect. So it reminded me when I was here, so many ideas are flooded in my head. But what reminded me is one of the first speeches I had to make a 5-minute speech. And I think it was about Moby Dick, and unfortunately, no more than 30 seconds into the speech, I can't say the word here, but I mentioned ship, but a 4-letter word came out, and I had to go on with that speech. And it reminded me what I'm doing now is I just rewrote a children's book, and the children's book goes, there once was a kitten named Lou. Lou could be Llewellyn or Lewis, who wanted somehow to just say meow, as all little kittens just do. But when Lou opened his mouth, he would pout. Absolutely nothing came out. So one day, Lou's mother said, "Get up, Lou, get out of bed. You must go to town to find that sound known to kittens the world around." So anyway, that's what inspired me when I saw you. And I want to also compliment you. You came back and did it again. But let me say this to you. We all have those moments. But you know what? Each and every one of you, believe me, are going to be a light into the world. Mario Fratti wrote a lot of plays. I directed some off-Broadway plays. I want to say one thing to each and every one of you. It's about work. It's about practice. It's about sacrifice. So, the trick about it is, how do actors learn scripts? How do they memorize things? You know what they do? They write their lines down 10 times, not text it, not on their computer. They write it down and you say it out loud. So, in the future here, I just want to empower you. Don't think about and don't get into your head. Try to come here. You know, the French say that the soul is in the viscera. Your inspiration, your life is just go on and do it. Let me say this to you. And I want to just say this to you. And these teachers probably will not let you say this to you. Fake it. If you don't know it, keep going on and go to the end. Just fake it and go to the end. And no one is going to know. No one is going to know. Let me tell you something. And those people who do Broadway, they forget. Sometimes they get that. Fake it, go on. have fun. The other thing is, when you speak out loud, it's like you're telling a story. So don't be afraid to look at the people and let go, like you're telling a story to your little brothers and sisters, or your friends, or anybody. Let me say this to you, and I know this is the truth, each and every one of you, and I'm sorry if I'm going on, is that when you're telling a story, did you hear what she did to her, or did he, did you hear what happened in that classroom? You're not shy about that. So, you know what? I want to say this to you. I know this is going to be, but I think some of you are going to be what Mary used to do to her, and this incredible lady, and each and every one of these teachers do. You're going to teach the world something. So my prayer and my thing, it's an honor for me to be here to honor you, because Paul Patney, may he rest his soul, saw in me. I made a young filmmaker. I also did films about the physically challenged, a vision of blindness, 11-year-old blind girl, and he saw in me something, just like your teachers here see in you, and your parents and your guardians and your grandparents see in you, an incredible, incredible inspiration. I am thrilled and honored to be here to honor your work and what you presented today. I want to thank you. Could we have another applause for these great students? I should thank you.
Honor them by taking a photo with you.
Yes, and the inspiration these teachers do, that's what we want to do. That's what your parents want more, to be a light. And the other thing, so what I want to say to you is one simple thing, is to love yourself, to forgive yourself, to allow yourself to fall on your face and scratch it and then get up from the ground and go on. Life isn't full of this stuff. I am constantly learning. I am constantly apologizing. I have an 11-and-a-half-year-old daughter, so I ask forgiveness for some time, because I too, in all that I know, need to say, I'm sorry. But love yourself, own your power, be who you are, and try to find out what it is. If you have a work in a field and you work in a job, find something outside of it that you love, that gives you the energy to take on life, the energy to touch people's hearts. So my thing here is, you know, my goal, whether it's in a song or telling a story, it may be very, very strong, but I want you not to forget me. And I'm not going to forget you and your poems that I heard today so beautifully. So what I'm saying to you is that's how and that's what these teachers do. That's what Rosa does. That's what Paul does, Mario does, Grace, and all the people. Forgive me, Lena, great teachers that I had the good fortune to work with. Their desire, Catherine, forgive me, all your names, and in loving memory of Paul too. He saw that in me. We see that in you. God bless all of you. It's an honor and a pleasure for me to be here and to touch and to be touched and inspired by you. Thank you very much.